All right, we're getting them started now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway, I do believe, or are we?
All right, yeah. They were both there listening, so I suspect they are, they're probably synced in real life. We'll get it straightened out. Probably if random effect, Triforce grab, hopefully. So,
Yep, all right. We are getting everybody synced up for this race, so stand by. Both of these runners are going to be in level 3 at roughly the same time. Once the timers are synced up, we will resume random effects action. Here we go. So random effect does have the whole shot, as I always like to say, the first one to get into level 3. I believe his screen scrolling was just a little bit more crisp than Orel's, but no matter. It is only level 3 early on. A lot of things can happen. Let's see what routes they decide to take. Random effect hoping for that bomb drop, but doesn't get one. But Orel just going to go right for the top route. And Random Effect in trouble. He's down to 1 heart already and doesn't get a bomb drop from those orange dart nuts. So that's going to put Random Effect behind the 8 ball here.
yeah, it takes a little extra time. Listen to some of the shop talk in between the races. RL just talking about how in a race he's always going to go top route there to kind of mitigate some of the randomness of the level 3 situation.
Yeah, you talk about randomness. So look at this. 2 heart drops for Random Effect to go back to 3 hearts. Now, neither player in good shape with bombs. They both only have 1 bomb to their name. I mean, the bomb drops have been absent.
Yeah, and Random Effect, seeing that heart drop, knew his global situation was such that the next enemy would drop a bomb. Unfortunately, it dropped nothing.
Well, commentator's blessing, a double bomb drop for Orel, just a single bomb drop for Random Effect. Remember, he already cleared that room that Orel's clearing right now, so he can't get an extra set. He'd have to hope for another bomb drop. So Orel is going to be the first one to the manhandle fight, and he's going to have more shots at it than Random Effect's going to have. So let's see what happens here. And, that is way late. Oh, does take it up, does not get the extra set because he did get bopped. Random Effect gets the strike, but it's too high.
Too clean.
Much. Too clean. No bombs for him either.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, RL, you could see it coming, getting backed into the corner with Random, man. You almost hate that, dropping too good of a bomb results in that situation, clearing him out before he gets in. He's got to know he's close to it. Unfortunately, with just 1 bomb, how much do you trust your instincts here on where you are in your count?
Well, he's
0 now.
Yeah, he's going to take that intentional bomb to start that counter back to 0, so he knows exactly where he's going to be. And I definitely agree with that move there. If you don't know what your count is, just take the bop and start it over so that you know where it's going to be. So Random Effect's going to try to get that 10 count set up, but he's got to make sure he nails the shot because if he misses, he's going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah. I mean, he's done a good job so far in keeping it together. I think he's at 6.
Ooh, that was close. That fire was getting up close and personal with Random Effect before it decided to back off. That could have been disastrous. And there's that forced bomb drop. Well done.
Yeah, both players getting the forced bomb in the off those Zols in that same room. So good work by both in their asset management.
Somehow those red keys did not escape from Orel and is able to beam them down. Very nicely done. Here's the breakfast room with the pancakes, the jelly, and the eggs. That's why we call it the breakfast room, because obviously we know about the likes looking like pancakes, bubbles looking like eggs, and the Zols looking like jelly.
So not too bad from either one. Random Effect getting that clock kind of clearing out the rest of the room. Random almost had a rough situation in the room prior to that, though, with he had to let a couple of red keys go, and without beams, he couldn't, chase them down from across the room. Fortunately, they flew back to him.
Yeah, that's a break there, because you do not want those red keys to go away from you, especially if you don't have beams or a boomerang. so Random Effect going to get his rupees. But it's going to be Oral, the first one to this fire room before the Gliok fight.
He did not get a great pattern there.
No, he did not, but he did get a bomb drop, so that was very important that he was able to do so. Better pattern for Random Effect. He too gets a bomb drop, but misses on that final fire, so that's not going to cost him any bombs because he decided to sword down the last one. But neither player going to have beams taking on this Gliok. One head down for Orel, and the second head down for Orel, so he's going to be the first one done with level 4. There's the first head down for Random Effect. Time of 5:29 for Orel. Random Effect takes down the Gliok, and he's going to be not that far behind him with the 5:37, about 8 seconds.
Yeah, good. Definitely a good race so far, and the resources are almost identical. 15-2 and 2 and 4 versus 16-2 and 4. So, not like what we were seeing earlier in the previous race, where Green Mario just had way more rupees than Unos at this point.
Yeah, Orel has the perfect cribbage terminology. He's got a 15-2 and a 15-4.
Man, there was a once upon a time where I would have been able to understand that, but it's probably been 15 years since I played cribbage, so I'm out.
Absolutely. So Orel, the first one into level 1. Again, a very, very close race between the two runners. Rupee counts very similar, as you can see. Let's see. There's a 5 rupee drop there for Orel.
Yeah, that room took him longer than he wanted to. I can almost be sure of that.
Yeah, and he was having some problems trying to grab that sword. There's a 5 rupee drop for Random Effect, and kind of the same thing. That room took him probably a little bit longer than he would have liked as well.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, Orel lost a guy to the right, and Random lost a guy to the left.
Equal speedrunning opportunity.
Yep. Ooh, nice double bombs for Random Effect.
Guess I spoke too soon about that. Yeah, nice double bomb drop there for Random Effect. That very well could come into play because next up is going to be level 2, and if Orel doesn't get any additional bombs, that very well could come into play in terms of how fast or slow level 2 cooperates for these runners. Because having bombs in level 2, that's huge.
Yeah, it's one of those levels that we can all pretty much well agree that level 2 is the easiest dungeon in the entire game. But that does not mean it's the easiest to do extremely fast.
Absolutely. Level 2, as easy as it is, I think is one of the more volatile levels in the speedrun.
Yeah, and as someone who runs the 2 first category, believe you me, it is frustrating to know that when I walk in there, I don't know if I'm going to leave -10 or +20. But yeah, nope, everybody coming out of level 1 all right. Orel first, Random second, but with those extra bombs, like you said.
It's now about a 12-second lead, so Orel did gain some seconds on Random Effect, but yeah, the resources.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, Orel got here to the semifinals by defeating BTs in the first round. Random Effect taking down RC Drone in our most unique matchup of the quarterfinals. The only one that wasn't particularly close. RC Drone soft locking and having to start over. Certainly not what he had in mind.
Interesting. Orel decided to use a bomb to take down the statue, the Armos statue. I guess in case it decided to double. I wonder what causes the Armos statue to double up sometimes. That can be annoying.
Yeah, it has something to do with which frame you touch the statue on and how many arrows are on the screen. There's about 6 people who can actually explain it. The rest of us just know it happens and it stinks.
Absolutely. All right. So nice rupee collection there from Orel in the first rope room. So that's very good.
Yeah, 58 rupees. He's almost getting close to where he would be able to skip the 100 secret at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it there. You're right. Random Effect decided to skip that room, but to tell you, the Karitas, gave Random Effect some business there. Good Maldorm room for Aurel, and he gets a bomb drop at the end. That was the 10 count. That was stored. Very good. But there's a bomb drop for Random Effect, too, so he's going to keep that bomb advantage over Aurel.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, 4 is probably plenty, but being able to go into this last career room knowing you can drop with impunity is never a bad thing. Although, Aurel got what he needed out of there. And one of our nicest Dodongos of the day.
Let's see if Random Effect can get the same one. He does. Nice shot. Got it. All right, so take a look at the times here upon the curtain close. 10:24 for Aurel. Random Effect, his time is going to be 10:31. So he gained 5 seconds on Aurel in that level 2.
Yeah, well, and part of that may have stemmed from random, or is that from entry?
Yeah, it was 12 seconds versus 7 seconds. Yes.
Okay. I was about to say part of that could have been to avoid the, because of the Armos, but you're counting from level 2 entry, so yeah, that's strictly in dungeon time save. Great work from Random Effect.
Absolutely. But yeah, Aurel does have the rupee advantage. Because if you do recall, he did grab that 30 from the Armos statue, which, Random Effect did not. So that could come into play.
And the all-important walk to level 5 where you want to make sure your count is good, but also that, you're not taking bops on the way in, because you want to keep that count clean.
And you definitely want to have beams in case things go wrong in either Fort Gibdo or any of the blue Darknut rooms.
Yeah, and RL almost got a Gibdo sandwich there. Did a great job, flexing left and right to make sure things stayed clean. And Random Effect, Gibdo got away from him, and he kind of felt pot committed to it, it looked like at that point, decided to go ahead and chase him down and kill him so that he wouldn't be there when he came back.
Alright, so RL going to be the first one into the Olive Garden, the room of requirement. Has 6 bombs. Random Effect will also have 6 bombs. Does get the 10 count right there, very good. So he'll have some opportunities.
Yeah, that was some good early grouping for RL. Like, those Darknuts were clumping really nice. They got away from him a little bit as it went on, but leaving with a bomb, never a bad thing. Hey, both guys forcing. Nice.
Very good, and one more bomb he needs. Got him, and they're still pretty much neck and neck. Coming out of the staircase, Aurel's time is 12:48. Random Effect, it's going to be a roughly similar pace. But the keys, giving him a little bit of problems, is going to be 12:57, so just under a 10-second lead. So Aurel actually gained a couple more seconds now on Random.
He did. Now, Random Effect might find himself in a situation where having a couple extra bombs is useful. But again, the money situation does hurt him, as being pointed out by a couple folks in chat. He does need more money, and this could be the place to get it.
And also, if you full clear that Zol room here in level 5, you also get a guaranteed 5 rupee drop as well. So if he does get unlucky, he can always full clear the room, and then he would have the 140 rupees necessary to go on that shopping spree before level 7. But of course, Aurel having all the monies in the room doesn't even have to worry about those Zols, and he's going to have plenty in his pocket as arrow fodder.
Yeah, he could even stop and buy bombs before level 7 just to be safe. Not that he's going to.
Yeah, and because, he still has the wood sword, you're not going to get a 5 rupee drop on those Zols unless you decide to bomb them, which would be awfully risky. So yeah, Random Effect had to full clear that room to get that guaranteed nickel drop.
Oh, and look at RL with the full health going down the middle of that room. It's quicker, but you gotta be nimble, and he pulled it off flawlessly.
Absolutely. It does take a bop to the Dig Dogger at the very end, but still, that was a really good level 5. Clocking in at 14:26. Random Effect Here comes his Dig Dogger fight. You would imagine he's going to do the same technique, but Oral's lead is starting to widen now on Random Effect, because he had to clear that Zol room, and of course he gets a Dig Dogger. But that is not necessarily inconsequential. It's a 14:43, 17 seconds, but that's a few extra shots you could have in the River Room.
Yeah, there's that. And I mean, he wasn't going to get that 5er if he didn't clear all those Zols. That's what brought his count up anyway to the 10 point. So, he can't bemoan it too much, because he wasn't going to get one of them without the other. And now we will see, like you said, having a little extra ammunition, could it come in handy? Because RL certainly has all the ammunition he could ever need.
Yeah, he's going to have a whopping 36 shots. No one goes into level 7 with 36 shots. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and outside of a race situation, if this were not a race situation, RL would probably be extremely upset with how much money he has, counting every rupee as time lost.
Yeah, Oral's going to have sextuple the rupees that Random Effect has. He has 36. Random Effect's only going to have 6. So we'll see how this plays out. Oral is going to be the first to level 7. Here we go, but is down half a heart.
Yeah, and walking through these first couple of rooms in level 7 could find himself down even more.
That was good awareness there by Random Effect. He was almost going to get arrowed by that blue moblin, but he stopped just in time, so he's going to have beam swords going into level 7.
Oh, and unfortunately for RL, he killed one of the blue gorillas in that first room, and it dropped a fairy as he was sliding through the bomb hole.
Well, I tell you what, Sprite likes to be really mean in this game. Heck, she likes to be mean in both Zelda games. I mean, in Zelda 1, she always likes to fly away from you, but in Zelda 2, always wants to fly towards you to ruin your run.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to think, Random Effect going in there with 6 rupees is, honestly thinking, all right, hey, that's an abundance of rupees for that room, and then you see what RL had.
Yeah, but Random Effect made those rupees work for him, and he's still keeping this race pretty close.
Yep, he just needs to find a couple more rupees before the end of the run, but I suspect he'll be able to do that with plenty of required killed enemies coming up in level 6.
We'll get a comparison of times here upon the red candle pickup. 17:13 for Orel. Random Effect's going to be right behind him, still going to be roughly about 15 seconds back. His time upon the red candle pickup is going to be 17:29 of 16 seconds.
All right, so he's more or less gotten 1 second back since the last time we checked. I think he was at 17 then, so now 16, so still, and getting a bomb drop, that's huge.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's extra insurance he's going to have in level 6. Oh, no! Orel missing the shot. Now, he's going to do a trick here. When one of the segments goes down, if you exit the room and enter the room, the game counts that as all segments down, but it is going to cost him some time. That'll look at his bomb count, too.
Yeah, now it's... Yeah, and the difference leaving that room was 7 seconds versus 17.
Oh, absolutely. And this could be Random Effect's chance to get the lead. He'll pick up some money in this room. We'll see what kind of cooperation. Oh, he's going to use a bomb. I mean, he had the extra. Unfortunately, he let one of the wall masters get away, so that will cost him a little bit. So Orel's going to still be in the lead, but that resource count is going to make a heck of a lot of difference here. So let's see what happens here. Can Orel get the lucky drop? He does not.
Yep. And so it's every single room Random is gaining a second or two right now. To the point where now he's ahead because of having the bomb to use on Aquaminus.
Man, look at how close this is. 18:50. We're talking half a second.
Wow. Great race so far. Random Effect doing a fantastic job in that level 7, where every single room can make a difference. He showed that right there.
Yeah, he just wiped away that 17-second deficit he had coming out of level 5, and he has the resource advantage in terms of bombs. Now, he only has 1 rupee to his name. That could be critical when we get to that Goma fight, but more importantly, Orel needs to have a bomb drop before going into level 6. Otherwise, he could be done.
Yeah. Game not being particularly kind to RL right now.
Yeah, having some trouble doing that ladder clip there, and Random Effect is going to extend that lead now, but there's a bomb drop from an unlikely source. The blue Octorok comes through.
Yeah, I was wondering, because someone brought it to my attention recently that anytime a bomb-dropping enemy drops a rupee, you are 4 kills away from a bomb drop. Now, sometimes it's the next one, but you always, every time there's a rupee, there's 4 away, there's a bomb, and sure enough, he took one down and got a rupee, and, you know, so he killed 4 more and got what he needed.
Successful recorder there for Orel, but Random Effect is going to have the lead. Double-digit seconds, it looks like. We'll get some times here going into this opening room here of level 6. Oh, but the firing squad gets Random Effect there. Ouch!
Yeah, P-Hat.
27.
Yep, the P-Hat got him when he was trying to avoid the Lionel, so a little team effort.
Wow, the rare assist from the P-Hat. Time for Orel, 20:39, so it's now a 12-second lead for Random Effect, but Orel does have the beam sword, whereas Random Effect does not, but Random Effect now has maximum bombs.
Yeah, for a brief moment there, RL had the bomb advantage because of the pickup he made on the overworld. Random Effect, though, you see the beams not having beam swords in that room, the effect it had, took him considerably longer than it's going to take RL to clean this out. Or, I say that, and now 2 keys go to opposite ends of the universe on RL.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate there, but, you know, Random Effect having some trouble in this first breakfast room, and he gets bubbled, costing him some time there, so chance maybe for Orel to gain a few seconds. But again, looking at Random Effect's count, he's still sitting on that lone rupee liquid.
Yeah, coming up on some dropping enemies, likely going to increase that amount, but if so, he may have to play it safe against Goma.
Ah, the nickel comes through. That was the 10 count. That's the insurance Random Effect needed. I'll tell you what, that's a tempting bomb, and he's luckily that he didn't get sucked back into the fire room there. That was a close call.
Yeah, that was close. He knew it was coming after getting that clock drop in the previous room. That told him where he was at in his global count, and he was able to work backwards from there to know that the bomb was coming off that Wizrobe. But yeah, good job of making sure to just kind of pick it up with the sword, kind of tickle it a little, like Niger Morgan might say, and make sure he didn't get sucked back through the door.
Alright, Orel did get a clock drop in that second breakfast room. Boy, a good thing he had those extra rupees. That was the pattern that you don't want to see. Goma going to the right. Random Effect will be the first one done at 22:39. And we'll see what happens for Orel 509. Plenty of money to work with. Gets the straight pattern, no problem at all. But that lead is going to widen a little bit for Random Effect. It's now up to 16 seconds at 22:55.
Yeah, and a fair bit of a refill for RL. I don't remember what randoms was like, but I don't think it was 5 hearts.
No, it certainly wasn't. So here comes level 8, which you generally want to run a sub 2-minute time between the pickup of Triforces from level 6 and level 8. So let's see how this plays out. Random Effect's bomb count is perfect, as is Orel's.
Yep, picking it up off the blue Octorok outside level 2. Clutch global bomb drop for RL.
The first Blue Lagoon room now for Random, who gets a fairy drop. He'll try to save it if he needs it. Didn't even need it.
Man, flawless from a health perspective. Picked up the fairy on his way through the door because it was there. But yeah, man, great job in that first room.
And he still has the beam sword. Well, he did, but that's pretty good to keep the beam sword all the way to the second Blue Lagoon room. So, but and again, a little bit reckless here, losing a lot of health. He's down to 2 hearts, 1 more bomb. He's going to be sent back. Oh my goodness. All of a sudden, the wheel's coming off here in the second Blue Lagoon room. And no heart drops. So like I said, when you're low on health, the blue dark nuts never like to provide. Let's see what happens with Orel. Still no drop, so Random Effect's gonna have to be very careful going into that Gleeok fight, boy.
Yeah. Man, I wonder if he's going to try to get some off of the... Yeah, get a few, try to see if the Pole's voice will give him anything.
Does get one.
One, yeah. They're not health droppers, primarily, so... But, you know, not a bad call.
Alright, one more head. He's waiting for the right line. Perfect. Good patience there from Random Effect to keep the sheet clean, and his time will be 25:01 upon Triforce grab. But Orel wasn't really able to take advantage of Random Effect having to be careful because his Blue Lagoon's second route wasn't really that fast either.
Yeah, and Random's first Blue Lagoon being so impressive kind of put him behind the 8-ball. So yeah, I mean, a lot of time lost by Random later on in the dungeon, but early on he did such a fantastic job, you know. Both of them having big refills too. We'll see where it gets us.
Yeah, the deficit is 18 seconds for Orel, but he could certainly make that up in level 9. Looking at the resources, they're practically even. Just a few more rupees for Orel.
Yep. So yeah, 17-second difference from walking off of the level 1 screen. So that time will probably come close to holding going into level 9, I'd say.
Random Effect, the first one, did not get an extra bomb drop to start off level 9, so he'll have no spares unless he either forces or gets lucky elsewhere. And or also not getting lucky with the blue Lionel either. There's the force from Random Effect. That was the 10 count, so he's in good shape. See how Oral handles this room. Boy, that was immaculate. Everything lined up for him there. That was perfect.
That was very, very, very fast and clean. Surgical precision.
Yep, so Oral going to gain some seconds here on Random Effect. They were both in the same room for just a few moments, but here comes Patra 1, which could make a difference depending if he goes left or right. Let's see what happens. Patra goes, oh, he's going left. Oh, and Random Effect gets bopped. He gets bopped twice.
I think that's the second left Patra for Random. Not good luck for him in that situation.
But Oral also getting a left Patra, and he gets bopped twice.
All right, so all things being equal.
Oh, but this next room, Random Effect already down to 3 hearts. Ooh, did get a heart drop there, but that was not a good next room there by Random Effect. Orel, a much better next room for him. So Random Effect still leads, but that health clearly in favor of Orel. And Random Effect was probably hoping for a heart drop there. Doesn't get one.
Yeah, no. One of them was already going to be canceled out by a 5 rupee, which he encountered. But again, at least the game being equal did the same thing to RL.
This is very close. Orel.
Oh, wow.
Just to skirt by without getting bopped by Patrick, too. That was a tough maneuver there. Well played.
Oh, and Random Effect killing 2 Wizrobes in the pre-room to reverse C, and gets the fairy.
Very nice. Gets the fairy drop just what the doctor ordered. Great reverse.
Wow.
He saw that bubble, you know, he wasn't going to do anything crazy. He's like, you know, I'll just go around. But
both players doing very well in reverse C.
Yeah, and the bubbles, they're having a lot of fun with these players, and this is very close. The keys, 28-34, 28-36, a 2-second race between these two. It's going to come down to the wire, folks.
This is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, Random Effect, the Wizards were extremely cooperative for him. RL dropping bombs in style.
And they're literally less than a second apart because Oral had a much cleaner reverse clip than Random Effect. Wow.
1 heart difference in health. Walking through Patra. Wow. 5 hearts to 4 hearts. Equal bombs. Both take the same route through. We're in sync now.
Wow. Can you believe this race? You could not ask for a more thrilling finish. It's going to come down to Patra 3. It's going to come down to Ganon. It may even still come down to these Wizards, because if Random Effect gets hit by an orange Wizard beam, he is sent back to start. and he's got an extra bomb in reserves. Playing that safe.
Yeah, Random
Lead back.
Yeah, Random had a very fortunate and clean room in there. RL had a fine room, just Random had a better one.
Well, absolutely here. So, and Random Effect got a good pattern there. Does not take a bop, and they both have 5 hearts. But Random Effect already on the silver arrows, and Oriel is on the recorder. That's going to cost him some time. Patra 3 and Ganon. Oh boy, here we go.
You couldn't ask for anything better here in the semifinals of the Tournament for Hope.
Well, these last 2 Bs being elusive for Random Effect, but he will be the first one. And gets a fairy drop, it down to 1 heart is Oriel.
That's huge.
Here's Ganon.
Here's Ganon.
Does have the advantage. What's going to happen if it's a perfect... Oh, but Random Effect having trouble.
It's getting away from him.
And Oriel's going to come back. I don't believe it. Ganon being elusive to Random Effect, and Oriel is going to snipe it away from Random Effect. The time of 30:35. Random Effect's time 30:39. 4 seconds.
Wow. What a finish. Wow. We'll go to the videotape to be just sure, but man, what a conclusion.
And we did get an official timing from our judge here, and Oriel ended up winning by 3 seconds. Unbelievable. Random Effect had it, but then Ganon slipped away from his grasp. Oriel getting the perfect Ganon pattern and takes it away from Random Effect. What a race. Oriel moving on to the finals.
Yep, and it's all new money in the finals now. Green Mario versus RL. Whew. The former world record holder versus the newest member of the Sub 29 Club. Couldn't ask for anything better here. This has been fantastic up to this point, and man, if this was the semifinals, I can't wait for the finals.
Absolutely, man. Ganon came to play in this semifinals. Random Effect, I'll tell you what, give him credit. Remember, he was down by 17 seconds after level 5, took the lead late, and it looked like that Random Effect, the ball was in his court, but Ganon slipped away. Oriel got the perfect stun. He's moving on to the finals against Green Mario, but oh man, where do we go from here is what I say.
I know, man. That was absolutely stellar. I hope Oriel's nerves are calm enough, because he's after that thrilling finish, he's now going to go step in the ring with the #1 seed. And good night. That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean, there's no time for Oriel to rest here. He's got to go right back into the ring and play in the finals here against Green Mario. Man, oh man, what a finish.
Yeah, I mean, I knew these were going to be good, but I was thinking, man, if we can just get one of them that comes down absolutely to the wire, that'll be fantastic. And I'm glad it was in one of these heads-up races here in the semifinals. Just incredible stuff. I mean, it's going to be great. Let's see what happens in the finals. I'm going to go head over and check on the runners. Maybe this, I guess, could be a time for Seawolf to slip in here and give us a talk about what's going on with the Tournaments of Hope.